The Lagos State Ministry of Education has over the years demonstrated the commitment of the state government towards the provision of high-quality education that is accessible to all learners through effective and efficient management of resources for the attainment of self-reliance and socio-economic development. In commemoration of the 7th year in office of the Governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, the ministry organized the ministerial press briefing delivered by the Honorable Commissioner for Education and the mother of 10 million children, Mrs. Olayinka Oladunjoyi. According to the Commissioner, the conviction that education plays a pivotal role in the development and economic growth of a nation has been the driving force in the attainment of the vision of the Ministry of Education.
The basis of sustained investment in the education sector by the state government is born out of the global recognition that accessible qualitative education is a potent determinant of economic growth and development. The education and health status of a population remain fairly accurate measurable indices of economic strength and development. Our conviction that education plays a very pivotal role in development and economic growth of the nation has been our driving force in the attainment of our vision of becoming the model of excellence in the provision of education in Africa, and the mission of putting in place measures to provide high-quality education accessible to all learners through effective and efficient management of resources for the attainment of self-reliance and socio-economic development. I have been privileged to have an education legacy pioneered and championed of the state 10-point agenda, the education sector reform law, and other core values of this dedication and commitment, integrity, transparency, and honesty, responsive service delivery with accountability, professional competence, team spirit, and individuality.
The Commissioner stated the achievements recorded by the ministry.
Government is not unmindful of the fact that quality teaching and learning would only be attained in a conducive atmosphere. Hence, the improvement in the provision of infrastructural facilities in our school has continued to receive this government's attention. During the period under review, the following activities were undertaken in the area of infrastructural development in some of our schools. A. Establishment of the following new secondary schools, which are Agbede Senior Secondary School, Agbede Ikorodu, Ogun Senior Secondary School, Takwami, Tiosa, Ojuwe Junior High School, Mushin, Ogun Aja Senior Secondary School, Ogun Aja, Tiosa, Aguda Community Senior Secondary School, Surulere, Aguda Community Junior Secondary School, Surulere, and District Junior Secondary School, Agege. B. Construction of new 18 classroom blocks, procurement of 15,000 pairs of dual desks and benches, all wood, to public secondary schools. Rehabilitation of hostels, construction of 14 public toilets in 10 secondary schools, and we have indeed constructed 24 fences around our schools. We have rehabilitated 35 classroom jobs in 40 schools. As a matter of fact, our students emerged winners at the Southwest Zonal Preliminaries of the Presidential Centenary Schools Debate held in Abuja. I'm happy to report that the Nigerian National School Festival Third Quarter 2013, Lagos State came second, winning 49 gold medals, 47 silver medals, and 2 bronze medals. Successful candidates with cut-off marks of over 65% and above, totaling 2,314 students, were placed into GSS1 in model colleges and upgraded schools for the 2013-2014 academic session. In order to resolve the disparity in the resumption, closing and mid-term dates of pupils and students in schools of the state, a committee was set up to harmonize the academic year calendar in public and private schools. The committee is chaired by Mrs. C. Ogusoya, proprietor of Oxford College, Educ. Following the submission and acceptance of the committee's report, the resumption, opening, and mid-term dates of both private and public schools in Lagos State have been harmonized, and we felt for 2014-2015 academic session. Private schools are therefore expected to adhere strictly to the 2014-2015 academic year calendar and subsequent ones in the opening, resumption, and mid-term dates. The board has introduced for the first time a customized compact list to capture the registration of data of candidates accurately, as well as pre-labeled optical mark reader OMR with the enforcement Education, Lagos State Examination Board is the first in Africa to attain this feat.
Some of the journalists present were given an opportunity to ask questions bordering on the activities of the ministry, and the commissioner and other government officials provided the appropriate answers.
Despite the palliative measures being put in place on LASSO in terms of bursary and all that, the lecturers are still gearing up for industrial action. So what are you doing in this regard?
The government are trying to price to create industrial award as well as great cheap. And also the industrial award was increased from normal 25, 35 to about 70, 80 and 50. So, and there are about 1,084 students from last week and other institutions were paid this award sometimes in October last year. We published the list of students that are affected on the nation newspaper.
There are reports of calls, activities, causing in secondary schools in the state, where students, they fight with cutlasses and all that. So I'd like to know a bit of the report to the knowledge of your office.
Parents come on board to teach their children values. Children need to be taught not only family values, they need to be taught societal values and community values. So you learned in one or two instances we are aware, but we have disciplined those children. Most of those children are out of the system. We rusticated them, we sent them out of the system. But I know that what I'm saying now is for parents to brace up and take responsibilities over your children.
I learned this, the government has approved uniform calendar for all schools in the state of Wisconsin at the same time. Now, I want to know if some of these private schools violate this new calendar, what will government do? Will there be any sanction?
We're working for a common purpose to ensure that we have quality education in Lagos. So if you go on holidays at the same time, even parents can plan to go on vacation on holidays with their children because they know that they are all going to close at the same time. We're going to write our examinations at the same time. We're going to ensure that we have calendar that is synchronized with together. Your exam, at the same time, you go on holidays at the same time. But if you are an embassy, for instance, or a mission, we give you a 1 week or 2 weeks level.
Present at the press briefing was the Lagos State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Mr. Lateef Ibirogba, the Special Advisor to the Lagos State Governor on Education, Otumba Fatai Olukoga, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Mrs. Omolara Erugbogbo, the Chairman, State Universal Basic Education Board, Mrs. Bola Daudu, the Permanent Secretary and Tutor Generals of the 6 education districts, the Chairman, Lagos State Technical and Vocational Board, Mrs. Oyemade, and the Executive Secretary, Engineer Olaumi Gaspar, and other officials of the ministry, amongst others.
Global Education Media presents Education Report on TV, the television program that promotes educational events and activities across the country for parents, students, practitioners in educational fields across categories, corporate organizations with products and services that appeal to the youths, government officials, particularly those saddled with the responsibility of managing education, and the general public. It also covers programs and activities in the educational sector, such as awards and opening ceremonies, school inter-house sports, collaborative engagement with NGOs, as well as corporate organizations, plus vocational and technical education, institution for people with special education needs, individual contribution towards the growth and development of education while celebrating success in the educational sector at all levels. For sponsorship and advert placement, please contact 0803-323-2771 or 0812-120-1359. Education Report on TV, promoting excellence in education on television nationwide.